What's up? Welcome in. I hope everyone is doing amazing. All right. So I'm about to just go ahead and light some incense. Dragon's blood, that is. I'm about to set the tone, set the vibe, get things in a good energy, and then we're gonna go ahead and start talking about free will. Okay. They keep being so bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Dragon's blood incense is my favorite incense, y'all. If you need to if you need to cleanse anything, remove that negative ass energy out your motherfucking house. I gotta stop cussing. No, I ain't gonna ever stop like cussing. But yeah, if you gotta, remove a negative vibe off yourself or any of that, this is what you need, baby. This is what you need. Them Dragon's blood incense. Let me get the vibe set. Hold on. Set the vibe. Y'all, are y'all ready to talk about some real stuff? Are y'all ready to talk about some real stuff? I'm gonna be doing these talk videos probably like at least once a week. At least once a week. Because I got 3 topics that I want to talk about this week. So it's gonna be like at least one topic a week, y'all. I'm telling you. Cause I gotta get more in tune with y'all. We gotta get more close. Cause we family. I don't be playing. When I call y'all family, y'all is my family. We family for real. I'm not playing. Y'all my family. And I know I'm saying that grammatically incorrect. I don't care. For the haters, that's not my family. That's just trolling on my page and whatnot. But anyway, so yeah, I just really want to, my whole goal in making this channel, making my Instagram, is to really help you guys to grow and to become abundant beings without the help of anybody else but yourself. And I want you to realize your power, number one, and change your life, level yourself up. When I realized that I didn't need anybody else but myself, when I realized that all the answers that I was searching for was inside me, when I realized that all the love that I was searching for was inside me, when I realized that I was searching for love and I didn't even realize that that's what I was searching for and it was inside me, that is why I come to this channel. This is why I run this channel, solely off of my goal. I want you guys to be able to boss your fucking life up, boss yourself up with the help of yourself. You don't need help from anyone else. You don't need love from anyone else if you are able to love yourself. So I'm going to talk about free will today. I'm going to do these talk series at least once a week just so you guys can get a gist of who I am a little bit better. And then as well, I want you guys to feel comfortable and understand this, okay? Because it's not just that you want to light candles and manifest things and, like this is deeper than that. Like the things, the teachings that I teach you guys and the things that I will be bringing to you guys are going to better you as a person. It's going to level up your consciousness. You're going to be more aware of things that you probably was not aware of before. Things that probably went over your head, now you may pay attention to. So I'm really about to level it up. I always think of like my birthday as a time of like when I go ahead and like, okay, this is my like a new start of the year. So from my birthday to the next one, this is what I'm doing this year for you guys. My birthday's coming up. It's in August, but you know how we Virgos are. So I want to start these talk series. Just get more intimate with you guys and talking about things that will help you on your day-to-day life. Because yes, you can light candles. Yes, you can do your spiritual baths and things like that. But if you don't understand the meaning behind this stuff and you don't understand the consciousness and being conscious and loving yourself, you can really just get lost in the sauce. So here I am, and here we go. We're about to talk about free will. So I got my notes just in case I don't forget anything. But let's just start off with, what is free will? What is free will? Free will is voluntary action. Basically, we have choices. We come in this world, we have choices. We want this, we want that, we want to go here. We have the choice. Every day we wake up, you have the choice that, okay, are you going to pursue your dreams? Are you going to go out with this one? Are you going to do this? Are you going to go ahead and help this person? We have choices. We choose. We're constantly choosing. Just like how we manifested everything that comes to our life, we've manifested. We are choosing. We're constantly choosing. And what makes us different from like animals and things like that, yes, the ape and the dolphins, and don't get me wrong, it may be another animal that's more aware and conscious, not than us, but other animals, obviously. But us being the ultimate being, and we have the choice to make conscious decisions within any situation. Now, when it comes to spell work, people are always like, oh, I don't do spells. I don't do love spells. I believe in free will and blase, blase, blase. And it's just like, it's really something that people want to frown upon. They want to look at it as something that's just like, why would you do that? But in the end of the day, you work on your finances, you work on your house, you work on all that. Why would you not work on your relationships and things like that? Why would you not work on people or however you want to do it? And it's not to say that anything is right or wrong, because what I may perceive as right or wrong, you may think is opposite. Everybody has their own belief system. So first and foremost, let's just get that under wraps. Don't come in my comments with the, oh, that's not right, or this not right, or this is, everybody has their own positive and negative, wrong, right? So let's just keep it G with that, okay? We keeping it real, even plain. Don't judge nobody. You shouldn't judge anybody who feels like they want to do free will, or you shouldn't judge somebody who feels like they don't want to do free will. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes so I don't forget anything. All right, so it's a guy named Daniel Dennett, Dennett. So he talks about free will all the time. He's like a most time I see him, he's like an older white guy, and he talks about free will. He talks about a lot of different stuff, but he does research and things like that on it. If you are more interested in like understanding the aspect of free will and our conscious mind, then go ahead, check him out. But he uses an example, and basically the example is that a man came to a neurosurgeon. The doctor told the man that she put something in his brain that was going to affect his free will, that was going to take his free will away. So the man leaves the office thinking that, like, wow, I don't have any free will. Whole time the doctor she wasn't serious. She didn't take his free will away. She can't take his free will away. So the man goes around and he's thinking like, dang, I don't have no free will. So he starts to, the story says he starts to do stuff like he was getting drunk or something and ended up doing something that he wasn't supposed to do and ended up in jail. So then he goes on trial and he says, but the doctor told me they took away my free will, so I really can't be held responsible. Now just look at that. I want y'all to look at that, not surface level. Look at that deeper than the surface, deeper than what the story is saying. Think about us as human beings. We are programmed, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't know what I mean when I say program, then you're deeply programmed and you need to really get yourself about the program. Get off autopilot, okay? We are programmed as soon as we are born, especially now, like our kids, giving them a tablet, giving them a phone, giving them something. It's constant interaction. Us, people nowadays too, constantly on social media, constantly looking, constantly. It's a constant thing of programming. We are looking at things just like how YouTube has guidelines. You can't watch certain stuff on YouTube. Some stuff you can't watch. It'll be taken down off of YouTube. It's monitored. Okay, so think about that on a deeper level, because we're going to bring it back into the free will. But think about that programming on a deeper level, because I really want you guys to understand that it all starts with our consciousness. What is it that you believe? But first you have to go to, where do you get your beliefs from? You get your beliefs from where you grow up, your parents, your environment, things like that, the things that you see. You may meet somebody, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, but I may meet somebody in Seoul, Korea or something. And We have two different belief systems. We believe two different things. We don't see things the same. So with that being said, when you're told something so many times, or things happen to you so many times, or you're constantly watching something, or you're constantly hearing something, you start to believe it, right? Just like affirmations, we start to believe them. We start to manifest that. We start to embody that. So when you think about that in that aspect, let's bring it back to the doctor and the story. So he goes in and he's telling them that the doctor's there, and she comes and she's like, we didn't do anything to your mind. We didn't do anything to your mind. The whole time you had conscious decisions. You could have made a conscious decision, but because you were told that, because you were told that we taking away your free will, that's what you believe because it's a doctor, right? That's what we're supposed to believe. So we grow up and we believe like, oh, this is what this is said. This is what that is said. This is what that is said. Oh, so I'm just supposed to believe it. We just take a lot of things that we get shoved to us. So the whole point of that, what I'm trying to make with that is, number one, if we all have free will, how the hell is anybody going to truly put a love spell on you? How? If we have free will, because you see how stupid that story sounded. Like, that story, some people might be like, what? That sounds dumb. Why would he believe that? Or why would he not just try to see if he had free will? Or why? Like, a lot of people might come with that. Like, like the analytical mind might be like, why the fuck he ain't just try to think good? Then why he ain't just start thinking his thoughts? Because it's just like that. Why do you think somebody put a hex on you? Or why do you feel like if somebody puts a hex on you that it's going to work? Why do you feel like if somebody puts a love spell on you, it's going to work? We all have our power in our mind, right? So, hold on, y'all. I need something to drink. So, in the moment of you even thinking that you don't have free will, because he even talks about it's a lot, like, if y'all really want to go into deep, like, discussion and things like that about it, go on YouTube and search, like, free will. What is free will? And put in free will consciousness. And you'll see that, like, the thought, even just the thought of you thinking that somebody can alter you, basically alter your free will, even just that thought is you giving your power away. Even just that thought is you allowing a spirit to come in that, and I don't want to get this confused because I talk a lot with my peers and things like that, and we're about to go off on a side tangent really quick about thoughts. The things that we think, right? Thoughts are beliefs. Thoughts turn into beliefs when you think so many thoughts. And say if it's a person that has a lot of negative thoughts and they, my phone about to die, I gotta plug it up. If it's a person that has a lot of negative thoughts, or a person that has like a lot of low vibrational energy, and we've all been around a person who's just like, it just seems like they're just so negative. It's always something. That type of person may have spirits around them that are low vibrational as well, because they're allowing things in by just the thoughts that they're having. Just like when you even look at like what was that movie? Annabelle, in one of the movies, when he was saying how even just once you allow certain things, you allow certain thoughts, you allow yourself to think certain thoughts for so long and such a constant. First of all, it takes 17 seconds for you to really try to manifest and hold. If you hold in a positive thought for 17 seconds, so if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts every day, excuse my language, you thinking negative thoughts every day, certain spirits will start to surround that. You will start to bring in certain energies, and that's why people be like, I don't even feel like myself. Because you've thought these things and you've allowed that permission for those spirits to come in. So just in the same token, when you allow yourself to think that somebody has control over you, there's the control. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, well, you know, it's really strong spellcasters and it's really strong people and they can do anything, and they can do anything to somebody who is powerless in their mind. If you have power over your mind, nobody can alter anything that you have going on. If you wake up every day in the thought of, when I wake up, I work for myself. I don't really do much else. Take care of my child, things like that. I wake up, okay, what is it that I have to do today for my business? I need to record this, I need to do that. When you have too much, when you're not having control over your mind, you have too much freedom and loose thoughts and random thoughts in your mind. And not like, I don't want to say freedom because I feel like that's the wrong word, because of course we have freedom of our mind. But when you just are allowing so many different thoughts and so many different perspectives in your mind, and so many, like we say, thoughts turn into beliefs, you're building up a messed up belief system. So even just from the jump, first of all, if you don't want to be under a love spell, you don't want to be under some type of spell from someone, or you don't want someone to have the ability to put some type of spell on you, think about your free will. Think about, are you programmed? Are you programmed? Are you on autopilot? Now, I'm going to talk deeper about the programming and the autopilot type of thing on my, once I drop like my private videos and Patreon and all that. But just think about that. Like, are you programmed still? What are the thoughts that are going through your head? So then you start there. So now once you start to control your thoughts, it's like, okay. And of course, it's not that you're not going to have negative thoughts, but you change the narrative, you can bring it back around. Like I say all the time, Abraham Hicks, she is amazing for taking you out of that negative thought process and bringing you to a positive mindset. I need to plug my phone up, y'all. Hold on. All right, you guys, my bad. I gotta get my charger. But yeah, like when you allow others to play mind games with you, to put these thoughts in your head, like just even off the thought of you thinking that, like, oh, I think she put, like that, you're entertaining that. You entertaining that shit. Because number one is like, first, I know I'm protected. Number one, highly protected. Don't play with it. You try to put something on me, it's gonna come back to you. And it's just like, I know that. It's not no question. Ain't nobody putting shit on me. I'm not worried about nobody putting shit on me. Even if, hey, you feel me? Like, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that, because then as soon as you start thinking about that, you worry about that, you also will manifest that. Where's my box? Here we go. All right, let me plug this phone up before it die. But yeah, y'all, so I really wanted to give y'all that perspective really quick, because I just feel like the love spell thing, people really be dragging it with the love spell thing online, or even just the free will thing online, and it's just like who says that this person can do this to you? Okay. Oh, not my earring. Now, the name that I said again is Daniel Dennett, Dennett. Look into him too, especially if you are open to broadening your consciousness and thinking about things on a higher level. He's really, really good. But yeah, like when free will comes into play, I personally say that I do things against, not necessarily against people's free will, but I do it for the good. Well, I'm gonna say I do, because I don't want to confuse y'all. I do things against people's free will, but I do it for the best of both parties. So in that way, I ensure that, okay, it's just gonna be the best outcome. Now, I was talking about this on my Instagram live first, and the question I posed to them was, how do you feel about love spells? Because love spells is really the one that gets people like, why would you want to do a love spell? Why would you do that? Oh my God, you such a witch. And that, like, it just be like, girl, shut up. Like, it just, like, what? Like, and then it just be like, even on Twitter, people just be dragging people that do love spells. It's just like, well, if they stop cussing. If they mind wasn't so weak, then they wouldn't be falling and coming down to no love spell. If your mind not weak, if you have control of your mind, then a love spell can't do nothing to you. So that's why I say it's to each his own. Because like I said, it's no good, it's no bad. Everybody has different opinions on that. So therefore, it's not like nothing set in stone. This is good, that's bad. Because if you believe that, oh, it is something that's set in stone, that might be that Christianness that's coming up where you feel like, oh, this make you go to hell, this make you go to heaven. That shit ain't real. Or even the government, this is not good, it's not bad. Programming, they want you to stay in this program. They want you to stay in the box. They want you to do this so that you can be a successful member of the society so everything can work into one. But in the end of the day, is that benefiting you? So that's another thing right there. When you think about that, the government is running the spell on you. Like, let me stop before they flag my video. But people don't even realize that every day they get caught up in the spell by the government, by what they being told, what's on TV, what you're watching. You're being engulfed in some type of mindset right there. That's taking your free will. That's making you think, oh, this and this, or this and that. So me personally, I do agree with doing things against people's free will for the best of both parties. But I don't feel like because someone is doing something against somebody's free will that they're a bad person. No, they're not. Because why are you not in charge of your free will, and why are you giving away your power to someone else? Like, when people come to me all the time and they'll be like, oh, I think somebody put a hex on me. That's because you don't have control over your mind. That's because you don't have control. You're not fully in tune to your free will. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. Like, even now, like, most of my people that was on the live, then left the live, people don't want to hear that it's up to them. People don't want to hear that it's their choice. People don't want to hear that, oh, nobody can do something to me unless... That's facts. That's factuals. Nobody can do anything to you if you are in charge of your mind. But when it comes to spells working, love spells working, because any free will spell working that messes with people's free will, it's because that other person is not in charge of their mind. They're not in charge of what they're doing. They're not in charge of, they're not purpose. They're not set into what they need to be doing. Every time that somebody is affected by a love spell, it's because they're not in charge of their free will, because you're not in control of your mind. And you've allowed that to linger, and now, okay, maybe now you feel like it's working, or the other person knows, oh, it's working. Hold on. But yeah, so me personally, after all of saying that, I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm really trying to say to you guys. Like, my whole point in this video, because it's not just about love spells, it's about hexes and things like that. Stay in charge. Now, things can happen to you, but you should always stay protected. You should always stay in tune with your ancestors. You should always be in charge of your mind. When you're in charge of your mind and you have yourself in good health and you are protecting yourself and you're in tune with your ancestors, it's no way that somebody's going to be able to put something on you, because you have control of your mind. And I'm not against people that do spells against people's free will, because it's just like, in the end of the day, it's balance to everything. So it has to, It has to be both. Just because you're not controlling your mind, you mad at this person for doing that? No, control your mind. Be in charge of your life. What is that? But yeah, I'm about to go off live. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Me personally, just so I don't want y'all to just be out there just, oh well, Madam Jasmine says she believe in the free will, so I'm about to go ahead and be a love spell because this nigga ain't controlling his mind. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Now, me personally, and what my advice is and how I personally work for myself. Now, I will do love spells for other women if they ask. I do. But when it comes to me personally, and this is what I advise my customers, you should do things to bring in the characteristics and the behaviors of the person that you want, not the person. Don't do the spell for the person. Do the spell for the characteristics and the behaviors and the things that you want from that. The things that you may want from that person. Don't be set on that person. Do it for the things. How you want them to treat you. How you want them to give you money, or you want them to love you, or you want them to be there for you. You want them to affirm you. Do it for those things and not the person. And then that way you don't have to be worried about whether this person gonna do it or not. You know you're gonna get it because you are gonna get it regardless of if it's that person or this person or this person or this person. Do it for the results. You want what you want. It's not like you don't know if that person is capable of giving you that. So what I recommend is, in my life and how I run my life, I don't do love spells on specific people or even just spells on specific people, friends or any of that. I do spells to bring in a certain type of energy, a certain type of vibe, and even if I'm in a relationship, I'm not doing it for that person. I'm doing it for what I want to receive. I don't care if it's that person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. I know what I want, and that is what I'm going to manifest. I'm not going to manifest it through this person. This person may not be able to give that to me. This person may have too much generational trauma. This person may not be there. They may not be in that place to give me what I'm asking for, and that's okay. But know that you can have whatever you want, and just because it's not that person, then it may be that person or this person. Whoever it is, that's not your problem. Do things to manifest what you want instead of a person. And that's really what I want to get to y'all, because too, another thing is, y'all do love spells and certain things. Oh, I'm gonna answer your question when I'm done. But y'all do certain love spells to get certain things from certain people, and it's just like, you wonder why you having problems, because okay, it may work for a little bit, but it's like, do those spells that you're trying to do against these people's free will, do it for just the stuff that you want. Whatever it is, the energy that you want from that person, write those things down, get clear on it, and do it for that energy. And then the big trick, the big one that really works, give it to yourself first. Give that to yourself first. If you want reassurance in a relationship and you're trying to manifest that, give it to yourself first. You want more sex, give it to yourself first. Okay, like, that's another thing. That's a whole other video though. But everything that we want, like I said in the beginning of the video, we have it. It's within us. Let me see what your question is. Hold on. I forgot. Do you put petition paper on the candle and let it burn all the way down? What you talking about? I ain't talking about no candle. What you mean? Did I talk about a candle? You talking about just with a love spell, or what is that for? And well, I'm gonna just give you a general answer because I'm about to get off live. But you can petition a lot of different ways. You don't really have to put it on the candle. I don't necessarily do that. Most times I will burn it. So you want it to happen quick, burn it. Or sometimes too, I will tape it to the candle, tape the words facing in. But most times I like to burn it. And then too, for more power, I'll write the petition for 5, 7, 9 days and then burn it each day. But yeah, you guys, that's all I have to really say about the free will thing. Because it's just like, I just feel like, number one, I feel like nobody can really judge anybody. I don't feel like I can judge anybody, and I'm not going to judge anybody. It's not my business. But me personally, like I told y'all in the video, that's how I go about it. But I'm not against doing things against people's free will. I feel like it is people's choice. It is not me to tell you that you can't do a free will spell, or you can do whatever you want. We could all do whatever we want. So for those people that want to shame those people, find out what it is on the inside of you that makes you want to shame somebody for doing that. That ain't none of your business. That you ain't doing it. If you ain't doing it, then why are you worried about it? Like, that's why I be trying to figure out. People be so pressed about people doing they love spells and whatnot, or whatever it is. And it's just like, why is you worried about it? Are you doing it? Are they doing it to you? So stop worrying about it. And if they doing it to you, who cares? Because we just talked about, if you got power over your mind, that shit don't even matter. It doesn't matter what anybody do to you, because if you have power over your mind and you're in control and you're not on autopilot, to each his own, right? All right, y'all. I'm gonna be back on here later. I'm finna do a lot of different videos, so I'm going to just be recording today and getting my candles ready for my website. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace. I love you guys. Ooh, a bee.